Today, we're going to talk about a huge shift that's rewriting the rules for India's small businesses trying to make it on the global stage. It's a story about moving from sleepless nights to sealing million-dollar deals with, you guessed it, confidence. To really get what's at stake here, let's start with a story. So, picture Raj. He's a spice exporter from Kerala. And his business? It's doing great. But, and this is a big but, behind all that success is this constant nagging anxiety. Why? Because every single new order, every chance he gets to grow is tied directly to the risk of losing his family's home. And his situation, well, it's not unique at all. It's the hidden reality for so many entrepreneurs. And that's the thing. Raj's story isn't just some isolated case. It really represents a widespread, systemic crisis that's affecting the very people who are the engine of India's export economy. You could call them our export heroes. So who are we talking about here? We're talking about micro-exporters. Businesses with a turnover up to about 10 crore rupee. And these guys are the absolute backbone of huge sectors like textiles, spices, and agriculture. They're out there securing major international orders. But even with all that success, they often find themselves completely and utterly trapped. So what does this trap actually look like? Well, you can think of it as a vicious cycle, built on 4 key walls that just systematically hold back their true potential. Let's break them down. Okay, so first off, their personal assets, we're talking their homes, their savings, are always on the line. Second, they're dealing with these confusing and unpredictable fee structures from lenders that just slowly eat away at their hard-earned profits. Third, they are literally buried in financial paperwork. And to top it all off, the big international buyers, they know they hold all the power, so they treat them like price takers who just have to accept whatever terms are on the table. And get this, 90%. Just think about that number for a second. 90% of an entrepreneur's valuable time that should be spent finding new customers or making their products even better, is just gone, lost to navigating financial red tape. I mean, that is just a staggering amount of wasted potential. But what if you could just break this cycle? What if there was a way to completely flip the script on this power dynamic and turn the entire system on its head? Well, let's dive into the solution that's doing just that. It's a real game changer. It's called confirmed reverse factoring. Now, it's a bit of a mouthful, I know, but the core idea is simple. And honestly, it's brilliant. You basically get to weaponize your buyer's financial strength for your own benefit. So instead of your personal assets backing the deal, the creditworthiness of your big international buyer becomes the foundation for your funding. So how does it actually work? It's a beautifully simple 3-step process. Step 1, your international buyer confirms the order. Step 2, their strong financial standing is used to unlock your funding, like right away. And step 3, you get paid quickly and efficiently without ever having to put your own home on the line. Simple as that. Now, this simple shift creates an entirely new reality for these micro-exporters. Let's take a look at the profound transformation this brings to pretty much every single aspect of their business. And this table just lays it all out, doesn't it? I mean, look at this. You go from constant collateral anxiety to buyer-backed confidence. You move from complex, unpredictable fees to a single, transparent 2.5% growth fee. That 90% of time wasted on paperwork, pretty much eliminated. And maybe most importantly, you transform from being a powerless price taker into a valued strategic partner. It's a night and day difference. But hold on, this is about so much more than just getting paid faster. This new model actually gives exporters a powerful new toolkit, one that's designed to help them go out and win bigger and better deals on the world stage. The first tool in the kit? Order-winning proposals. So imagine walking into a pitch where the financing is already sorted. You're not asking the buyer to take a risk on you. You're actually presenting them with a seamless, pre-approved solution. All of a sudden, financing becomes your competitive advantage, not your biggest headache. Next up is the buyer-approved supplier kite mark. You can think of this as a seal of approval, right? A certification that tells the world's biggest companies that you are reliable, you're vetted, and you're ready to do business. It's like a passport that opens doors that were previously locked shut for small businesses. And finally, there's the power of community. Micro-exporter consortiums let you join forces with other high-quality exporters. And together, you can bid for these massive orders that no single micro-exporter could ever handle alone. It totally levels the playing field against the giant competitors. So, when you put it all together, what this really amounts to isn't just a better way to get paid. It's a complete transformation of your role in the global market, from just a small supplier to a strategic growth architect. This is the new pitch. This is what Raj can say to his buyers now. He's no longer just a supplier asking for a chance. He's a partner offering a secure, pre-approved solution. He's managed to turn his biggest weakness, that access to capital, into his greatest strength. And all of this brings us to one final, powerful question. For all the entrepreneurs, innovators, and business leaders out there watching, this revolution, it's happening right now. The tools are here. The old barriers are coming down. So the only question left is, what transformation story will you write?